What's up with you guys, bro? Obviously, you can hear it in my voice. I'm sick, but it's one of the reasons why I'm doing this. I started to think about my series, Skibidi Containment Breach, and about the people who really did enjoy the series and were really looking forward to it. And I decided to immortalize it on this channel because obviously, unfortunately, a lot of things happened in the background that didn't allow me to really get to the point in the series where they left the containment and the Titans were going to be involved and all this crazy stuff with Jimmy and all these kind of things. And it's unfortunate, honestly, but I will explain more about all the things that happened and transpired in the background at the end of the video. Also, I will be adding 5 minutes of extra scenes from episode 4 that never got seen anywhere ever. And so for the people who were diehard fans and who really did like the series, you guys will get to see like what we were trying to do and the direction that we were taking it in. And after watching that, again, I will go on like a 10-minute rant about my experience and the reason why it was canceled and why I ultimately decided not to continue with it. Spoiler alert, toxic community, lazy people, lost over $1,000 plus. And yeah, either way, enjoy my series, Skibidi Containment Breach, for what it was, even through all the hardships. And yeah.
Everything is ready. We are green light on Operation Skibidi Containment Breach.
Understood.
Wake up! What's wrong with you? You have a job.
I'm here?
Oh my gosh. Really?
The SCP Foundation is the organization dedicated to securing, containing, and studying anomalous objects, entities, and phenomena. It operates clandestinely, keeping the existence of these anomalies hidden from the general public to prevent widespread panic and disruption. The Foundation employs various containment procedures and specialized personnel to manage and research these anomalies, often utilizing advanced technology and supernatural means. Its primary goal is to maintain normalcy and safeguard humanity from the potential threats posed by these anomalies. Despite its secretive nature, the Foundation's operations are governed by a strict set of ethics and protocols aimed at minimizing harm and maximizing understanding of anomalous phenomena.
What's this new SCP called?
Apparently they aren't actually SCPs. They're POIs, called Skibidis?
Wait, the sentient toilets aren't SCPs?
I guess. The file came directly from the higher-ups. They never give me any specifics.
Well, guess it's not our problem.
D8764. Try to speak to it.
Are you okay?
What? Oh no! Wait! No! No! Fuck you!
Excuse me. Could I borrow?
Oh god. Disable the door. Hurry!
gosh, Iris, it's you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
Get off me. Crap. Is your friend coming with us?
He'll be fine.
Well then, just in case.
Not very good at their job.
Freeze!
James, is it?
How do you...
James, I will kill your daughter Olivia, who is currently attending class at Lone Pine High. And I will kill your wife Emma, who is working at the 3rd Street Hospital.
If you don't stop wasting my time.
Oh crap!
No, 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 no.
Previously on Skibidi Containment Breach.
Everything is ready. We are green light on Operation Skibidi Containment Breach.
Oh my gosh, Iris.
When one door closes, another opens. What you do next will be the most important decision of your lives. This is the moment of truth, friends. Unite or die.
That'll buy us some time.
The hell is this? This isn't the plan. I swear, if you porcelain freaks...
With a broken leg like that, this is gonna be a lot trickier.
Believe me,
Where did this come from?
I panicked before. But I know what I signed up for. You need to get out of here. I'll die in the dark if it means you can bring this shit to light.
Not bad, guy. I appreciate the offer, but that's not my style. We'll make it past those anomalies.
How? There's no way out from here. You'd need an army to get through all those freaks.
I know a guy.
I'm coming for you, old friend. I'll free you, and we can leave this wretched place together. These are my quarters, and I think I would rather not leave with you. Have you any idea how luxurious it is here? You've gone and ruined the wall, and I'm fairly certain you've killed that man. Is that any way to speak to an old compatriot? Come to me. Hold me close. I miss your touch. It took so long to find you. They have you secreted away, the brutes. Touch me, my friend, my savior, and touch one of the humans. Cure it. Cure it and let me wear it, my good doctor. Have we met? I get the feeling I would remember you. You don't remember me? We've done this before. It was the first ingredient of your cure. If what you say is true. My brilliant bosom buddy, you're a genius. Your cure. Your cure is more effective than you know, Doctor. Just one patient, that's all I need. I asked most of the prisoners that had gotten out to hold off our jailers. But they are weak, and I fear we do not have long. You must act, and quickly, my good doctor. You, outside. Come in now. Lie down there on the bed. Close your eyes and breathe. The doctor is here. He will fix everything that's wrong with you. She is ready, friend. Look closely at her if you need to. She is sick. Sick. Quickly now. You know everything you need, doctor. This woman is deathly ill. Tend to her.
Ayum narbis asan mamu kashu saru sapu masua asta nabais asana mamum kashu saru sapu pasua.
Are you able to present me with a challenge worth my time?
Does it have to be a challenge? Can a friend ask a favor? I say you owe me one.
I'm not some hound for you to command. Stopping my hand from striking you down seems a worthy favor to me.
I would have thought with how your last little tantrum turned out, you would have chilled out a little. I guess it was too much for me to expect you to grow up.
You think me humbled? My exploits fill me with pride. You all think my past is something to be mentioned in hushed whispers. That is the difference between me and your people.
Abel, that's why we need you. You're the only one that can win this fight.
Thank you guys so much for watching. That was Skibidi Containment Breach. I thought it was really cool. I mean, the last part didn't have a lot of audio because it didn't get fully worked on, because again, they tried to put sound designing on me when I had sound design guys, but nobody wanted to really work, and it was just like whatever. But I did want you guys to see some of the animations that were worked on, and now I'm gonna go on a rant. I did this actually before I put this together, so it's kind of out of order technically, but yeah, you might hear me say some things that make no sense in the context of the video, but just stick with it, and I promise you're gonna understand why I ultimately didn't end up continuing the series. Yeah, obviously, if you hear my voice, I'm a little sick. That's kind of what also inspired this video, because I'm kind of just was thinking about a lot of things. You guys could probably see my soup like right here, and I got my tea right here. But that's beside the point. So, Skibidi Containment Breach. Let's see. What would you guys probably wonder? A, why was it discontinued? So, making this series, I was the creative director, and I had writers, and I had people that was helping me with different ideas, and I had animators. Some of them y'all know, they're kind of known in the community. I won't say any names in particular. If they want to like say something in the comments, they can, but I don't want to say no names in particular because I'm going to be speaking on things that kind of happen, and it might make them look a certain kind of way, and I don't want that to be the case. So, yeah, bro, making this series was fun at first. I think originally with the ideas and everything we had going on, it was super cool. The Skibidi was buzzing. There was a lot of like just hype around everything going on, and pretty much I had hired an indie team, and just people off of YouTube, you know, people that watch my content, that when I made a video asking for help, they pretty much was like, yo, I got you, bro. Like, we can do this thing. Let's do it. I had writers who were like, let's do it. Everything was cool. We had sound designers. We had everything ready to go. Obviously, I was just a creative director. I helped write the scripts, help design the characters, help bring together the people, and the whole shebang. And I also promoted it and made the channel where we hosted it, all that. And pretty much, again, in the beginning, it was really fun. I think it was a really cool thing. But one of my biggest issues that I had off the jump was having to just sit and be present through the entire animating process. And it's not to say that I wouldn't be present for some of the process, but it's just to say that I have my own business endeavors in life that I got to do outside of this. So when I created Studio, I was under the impression that the animators will be able to take the script and have a meeting and be able to animate what they could animate just based off of that. But there wasn't a lot of that. A lot of time it would always have to be me sitting in VCs for 6, 7, 8 hours during the night. So like, you know, I would have my day, and then it would be like 8 p.m. and I would sit from 8 p.m. to like 3, 4, 5 a.m. and just sitting there like trying to get scenes right in certain animations, you know, and that's fine and all. Again, I'm not really complaining, but I'm just trying to like give you guys more context to where my mind set was and where my mental was doing this thing. So yeah, you know, I would sit late nights and have to sit with them, and if I wasn't in the VC with them, then they wouldn't animate. You know what I'm saying? There wouldn't be a lot. Sometimes they would, and sometimes certain animators would, but not all the time. I would say about 60-70% of the time, if somebody wasn't in VC with them, there wasn't a lot of productive work being done. And again, like, it's indie. I'm not super strict. I'm not like, I'm your boss. I'm more the kind of guy who's like, yo, like, this is what we're trying to do. Let's try to get it by this date. And if you need anything, let me know. But I'm going to provide you with all the necessary resources that you need to complete this task. So that was like the first thing. In episode 1 was pretty calm. Like, making episode 1, there wasn't really any issues in particular, I would say, that were too major. And that's why we were super hyped about episode 2, because episode 1, we got a good amount of views. I think it was like 160K views, and we got the live or the premiere had like 2,000-3,000 people. And one of the things I will say is the amount of hate that the community has in general, just towards anything new or anything that's might not be up to their par. Maybe it's because it was just me and something that I was trying to do, and maybe it was just a projection of them not really liking some of the opinions that I hold. But any little minor infraction or any little thing that was not perfect in the episode, people would like highlight it and blow it out of proportion. Like, obviously, for some of the audio in the episodes, it's not going to be the best, and that's because I had to personally learn how to sound design on the spot. Had to educate myself with certain things, trying to cut up audios, files, and obviously I have experience engineering a little bit because I do music, but I'm not a professional sound designer, because we had a sound design guy, but he literally quit midway through, and he was just like, I don't want to do this no more, bye. And it was cool, like whatever, but that was just kind of like the start of the bullshit. Where a lot of people just didn't want to give effort no more. They didn't really care about nothing. Like as soon as they got paid, they were just like deuces, like, all right, bro, like good luck. And again, it's one of the things where it's like, yeah, whatever, but don't be in my face and tell me that you want to work on this project and you're super like, oh, like, yeah, Cozy, we're excited, like, let's do this thing. But and then once we're started rolling, you know, nobody can really hold themselves, you know, to that level of professionalism to really get this thing done in it. And I was paying my people. Some people didn't get paid just off of the fact that they literally offered their services for free. So I'm not gonna say their name, but there was a person making music and they were like, no, like it's cool, like bro, I'll just do this. And it was like, all right, cool. But I told them at some point I do want to pay you, like when we do start getting money. I didn't really want most of the money from the project. All the money that was made, I'm telling you, from this project, I lost way more money than I made. Trust. Lost way more money than I made. So it's not even a money thing. And again, episode 1, the energy was okay. Like we lost our sound designer, but we still had a lot of our main animators. And slowly but surely, you started to see like the deterioration of care about the project. Like there were certain animators who were like, bro, Cozy, I don't know if I got burned out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And that's fair and that's calm. But in the middle of production, I can understand if the episodes were done and we're done episode 2, 3, and then these were issues, but no, these were issues happening in the middle of production, right? In the middle of the episode being made. Like imagine somebody animates, you're trying to do a 3-minute episode. Imagine somebody animates 20 seconds of the episode, gives it to you, and it's like, bro, I don't feel like working on this right now. I'm done. And then to move on to the next part, getting models and getting rigs and going from Blender to SFM and having to do all, bro, I got scammed out of over like $500, $600, $700 just trying to navigate that lane. And while navigating that lane, I realized that a lot of people in the Skibidi community are not a lot. I'm not gonna say a lot. I don't want to generalize too much, but a good amount. I'm not even gonna say a good amount. There's just people in the community that are racist. I'm gonna just say it like that, bro. It just is what it is. Like I'm not even trying to be like propaganda. I'm not trying to scrutinize nobody. I'm gonna just call it how I see it and keep it a buck. And that's why y'all kind of see me the way I operate. Like I don't really say too much. Like it is what it is. I don't really collab with too many people, and a lot of people don't really talk to me like that because like I've seen the true colors of a lot of creators in the space. And not to say that anybody in particular that y'all know, but they do exist. They really do. To the point where like there were people who were talking crazy, like, but again, I don't want to get too much into that because that's not why we're here to talk. I don't even care to give that any attention. But just know, if there is any drama in the future, or if there is ever an expose, there is a lot that goes on in the background that's not right. And again, I'm not even talking about Boom. I'm not talking about the main, you know what I'm saying? Where we're just talking about like many pocket niche communities within the community. Moving on, yeah, bro, I was just losing money. I was getting scammed. People didn't want to do the episodes no more. And it's not that the episodes weren't doing good. It's just that, or people weren't getting paid. It was just that they just literally wasn't working. But when they were doing their own series or their own videos, they weren't burnt out anymore, which again is okay. And that's fine. My only issue is, why are you telling me something and doing something else? It's weird. And yeah, so over time it just kind of got tedious to the point where like everybody was just like, all right, like whatever. After episode 3, all these scenes, people were complaining about this and that. It was just like, you know what, it's fine. I think we're just gonna move on from this. I don't want to have to sit in VC for 10-12 hours and hold anybody's hand. I don't want to have to beg somebody to do something. I don't even want to hire any more new animators because it was getting ridiculous. And this is around the time where Skibidi was starting to not decline, but not be as hyped up. So newer series or what ifs or channels couldn't pop off as much as they were. And again, I'm just losing money, and the passion wasn't there anymore because everybody around me made me feel like it wasn't worth it anymore. And ultimately that led me to just cancel everything. I was like, whatever, you know what, it's fine. I had fun with the time and everything that we did, but people are quitting up on me. They're not taking it serious. They don't care for it. Like we had so much good things planned for when we actually got outside the facility. That's when the real series was supposed to start. once they got out the facility, but we never even made it out the facility. We never made it out. So we never even got to explore that. And yeah. And also there was somebody who worked on the show who came to my channel after the fact and was pretty much like, oh, you fell off bad, bro. Like, oh my, I can't believe it. And it's just like, I didn't really, like, if you look at, but they don't know that because they themselves couldn't be successful in their own endeavors. So they wouldn't know what success looked like if it touched them. And also that same person who was animating for me said that they were sick and that they had issues, but they were streaming on Roblox instead of helping everybody else in the team. So again, it was just a lot of rascals, a lot of people causing trauma, a lot of people not trying to work. There were some people who were actually cool to work with, but ultimately, all in all, not a good experience. Wouldn't do it again, especially not within this community. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, it was fun. It was cool. It was something that I wanted to do, but I couldn't bear it no more. I couldn't, because I feel like it was super simple and it was just made complicated. And yeah, that's pretty much my whole experience with it. I know it all sounds like kind of like down, but it was fun and it was something super cool to experience and do. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you guys so much for supporting me and constantly trying to push me to be better. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my Skibidi Containment series, even though it never got to the heights and to the point where it would have been something super viral. But for what it was and the potential it had, I'm super proud of what we were able to produce out of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, bro, I hope I do something like this again in the future. Maybe probably something different in general, but I do know that trust me, there's a lot of projects I'm going to do within my lifespan. So if you're a long time viewer of the channel, if you are a supporter, there will be a lot of things I will do. And yeah, enjoy Skibidi Containment Breach.